Yeah, Voch is in it, but John, come over a little bit.
I don't know. We don't want to look gay now.
That's why I'm giving y'all plenty space.
I don't look like it.
Hey, Mark, if I gotta say something, I just lean in and say something.
All right, we live now, y'all.
Okay. Everybody but Michael, you got to sit on Voch's lap.
No, he won't.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue.
You can be 180 and one. It don't matter how much you weigh.
Saying like he was like, I'm a great man now.
Brian SoCal,
right.
what's going on, brother?
Okay, we got everybody here but Michael.
I'm good.
Well, Michael could talk in the background. So.
Okay. What's up, people?
What's going on, y'all? This is your boy E2 Blue again. I got my man Michael Anthony Fitness, Voch Lombardi. Michael, I'm Mark Holmes, and he blowing smoke rings, and my man DMV Dallas Cowboys. So we out here smoking on the cigars, fireside chat, you know, at Mark Holmes' crib. You guys see Mark Holmes' channel. Basically, we was talking about the team, different positions, what we think about this team overall. This is here, my man Voch, the offensive line guru. I'm the linebacker guy. He's a defensive line guy. And DMV is just all over the place with it. So this is what we do, y'all. We all got our skill set. This is what we do. Right, running back guru. I'm going to start from left to right. So about your running backs, man, what do you think about Pollard and Mike Weber coming into this team?
Honestly, I think that they are the perfect 1-2 punch to back up Zeke. Pollard, I think, like we talked about a little bit earlier, you can kind of split him out and you can play him and Zeke together. So he'll be getting snaps while Zeke is getting snaps.
Right.
Weber, if Zeke needs a breather or if he goes down and gets injured, I think he could be the guy that can step in and be or say it like, a couple of years ago we had Tashard Choice. He came in.
The spell guy, change pace guy.
Yeah.
Michael Anthony has his jersey.
So
I used to love Tashard Choice.
Yeah, me too.
Tashard Choice was one of my favorite running backs. Him, I liked what's the boy that Julius Jones, hard hitting dude, Marion Barber.
Yeah, Marion the Barbarian.
Yes.
Can you believe that they gave him a $54 million extension?
That's crazy.
See, that's when the Cowboys were freewheeling. $54 million extension to Marion Barber.
But the thing is, Weber is a complete back.
I got to get the same shit every day. Remind me tomorrow.
But he does everything.
I got to tell you sure this is your first cigar? You hold it like a
pro. So
I mean,
this is Voch's first.
It's a little natural to me. It's my first cigar. I feel like a man now.
That's right.
So all I gotta do is get somebody pregnant. I'm on the, I'm on the go. I'm good to go after that.
So he's taking applications right now.
I'll pass on that.
You better pass.
I'll pass for myself.
You better pass on that. You ain't got a choice.
So what we're saying about the running back. So everybody keeps saying they're speculating that Zeke Elliott, are these guys going to show up and put him out of backups? Because the thing about it is we know that Zeke Elliott is the front runner. He's the bell cow for this team. Now, if something goes wrong with Zeke Elliott, Lord forbid, or if he gets a suspension, do these guys have what it takes to be a temporary bell cow or a guy that can be at least a third down back?
Absolutely. That's what I think. Now, the thing is, you don't want to think about can they replace him because Zeke is what, a top 2, if not the number 2?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
What you talking about?
yeah, in the top 5. No, he's top 2 at least, like the very minimum. But,
What are you doing?
I'm just talking to your chat box through me. So I was like, yo, Voch.
But yeah, I mean, I think that temporarily they can come in and
hey.
offer some help. You know what I mean? Like, they can definitely keep us afloat. And I think what you'll see is in that situation, Dak has shown us last 4 games he can win without Zeke. And I think that these guys are better than what we had in those last 4 games that we won without Zeke.
Yeah.
Yes, I think they're very good.
Okay. And we've seen the interviews on DallasCowboys.com with Mike Weber, both him and Pollard. You look at these guys in college, we know they can move, we know they can run, we know they're good on special teams, especially the Pollard kid. The boy's quick. Now we've seen them in OTAs. Again, they're not tackling, but you can see the burst, you can see the speed that he has. And we already talked about on Mark's channel about how does that affect Tavon Austin? Like, is this a kid that is liable to lose his job to these young running backs? Like, what do we do in this situation? Like who goes and who stays when it comes to these guys? Because again, Tavon Austin was a guy that was a hybrid running back, wide receiver type guy. What is his role? And it really depends on what's going on. What do you think about that?
I think it depends on how much they want to split your boy Pollard out there. Like if they feel that he can run good enough routes and he's a threat, I think that in that situation, I think that if they feel like he's a threat running routes, then Tavon Austin is probably done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I like Tavon though, and it sucks because I want to see him succeed. I want to see him do some things that he didn't get a chance to do with the Rams because injuries. He was hampered by injuries. We saw him in week 2 with the Giants. We saw what he can do on the run. We see in the offseason Dak throwing him the ball deep, bro.
Yes.
Everybody keeps saying that Dak can't throw. I got into an argument with a dude on Twitter about that, saying that Dak can't throw the ball. I'm like, what? Are you guys not watching these games? Are you mad?
I think if the receiver open, it don't matter. If they're open and we're moving the offense, we're moving the ball, we're being efficient, it doesn't matter. Let me talk to the chat box, man.
Oh.
I'm interacting with the people.
Well, I was trying to talk to my people too, but go ahead.
Oh, she didn't want me to talk. People. All right, cool. So we at Mark Holmes' fire pit or whatever. This is my first time doing a video at the fire pit with a cigar, chocolate cigar. I feel like an adult now. I feel like a grown man. So now I got to get somebody pregnant to fully, you know what I'm saying?
You need some yak with your cigar.
Facts. I'm a whiskey man, but sure. Yes, 100%. 100%. Give me a little guy. But in terms of the Cowboys and their running back situation, we were talking about on Mark's live stream how certain guys got to fight their way into relevance. We were talking about Jameis Olawale, and I think one of y'all was pro Olawale.
Me.
Mm-hmm. He too was pro Olawale, and Voch was more so. Well, damn! If I got to feed Zeke and feed Coop and feed Gallup and feed Cobb and feed Tony,
ain't no balls go around.
And
I hear you on that.
Then I would rather let Jameis go and keep a young defensive end or keep a young cornerback just to go deeper at that spot. That's just my thoughts there. But that just says a lot about where we at talent wise. I love this fire pit, by the way.
I love it.
That just says a lot about. I wish I had a woman out here. That just says a lot about.
Well, there's cushions, that go out here too. And we have a fan too if you need to get too hot.
That just says a lot about where we are talent wise. And I think we as Cowboy fans, I said this on my channel, on Law's channel, and on Mark's channel, I said on E2. I think as Cowboy fans, I said on John G's too, we just got to understand where we at in terms of talent. And we just in a situation where we're going to have to let go of players that we like. But that just means that we good. That just means that we got plenty guys that we like.
And this year we got a lot of guys that are jockeying for position, and I really hate to be that guy that's got to cut that team down to 53. Because again, who goes, who stays? Are you gonna keep 4 tight ends? You gonna keep 5 or 6 wide receivers? Mm-hmm. How many defensive linemen you got? Now I think, and I'm good with the defensive lineman, which I'm gonna let you handle that. But again, when I was talking about the defensive linemen, I think that the injuries, like when we were talking about on Mark's channel, I think the injuries are gonna play themselves out on that. So Mark Holmes, you a defensive guy, line guy. You like
it. I see you keep looking over there. I'm looking too.
The frogs. It's the frogs. It's the frogs.
I got more frogs than they shake a stick at.
Over there.
Whole family.
Right. That's the police tactical line. What y'all doing over there in that corner?
I thought I heard a boar over there.
Who over there slurping? Who over there slurping in the corner? Anyway, we talked about Tristan Hill.
Yeah.
And what he can do. And I think that the Cowboys did a great thing by basically beefing up the interior of that line. Me personally, Tristan Covington is going to be Christian. Did I say Christian?
See, it's Christian and it's Chris.
Christian.
But then there's Tristan Hill. Who you saying?
Yeah,
Christian Covington.
Like he was doing a hybrid of Tristan and
Texans.
I hit a Mark. I hit a Mark Holmes, y'all.
The Texans.
I hit a Mark Holmes. The Texas kid.
That's Christian.
Covington. That's my that's the guy I'm looking at.
Who's kind of forgotten that we signed on there, yes. But I think he could actually end up playing.
The team is looking at him.
Film session on the way. I think he can play. Yeah. I think he can compete with Antoine Woods.
Look out for that. Voch Lombardi is going to do a film session.
He can compete with Antoine Woods for the first part. He can move.
Him and Kerry Hyder are going to be the X factors of this line. So Mark Holmes,
Kerry Hyder is trying to get back to where he was in 2016, and of course, having that 1-year deal. And that's I keep trying to tell you guys, I love the fact that you have guys that are basically on prove-it contracts. It's very little risk for the Dallas Cowboys and tons of reward. Either they play like garbage and basically you just let them go, they got a paycheck, or they play great and you let them go and you get a compensatory pick.
Right.
But they're going to be playing lights out because they want to prolong their career. So the incentive is on the player. Now, with DeMarcus Lawrence, of course, being late getting that surgery done, you're probably going to keep an extra defensive lineman at least for a little while until he's back 100%. You've got Randy Gregory, who I think will play at some point during the season. The good thing, actually, with him being suspended is it gives you an opportunity to keep one of those extra guys because he will not count as against the 53 as long as he's suspended. Mm-hmm. So that leaves you a little bit of play. But what you want to have with Rod Martinelli, he loves keeping defensive linemen fresh. He loves to be able to have a rotation. And you've got a rotation of guys that can move, that really can move. Now, that wasn't a problem last year, but see, you still –
Yo, go ahead, yo.
No, it's funny. Frog's about this big, and he's got a voice like he's this big.
Cut that.
Man, leave my frogs alone.
Man, leave that man frogs alone.
I got a pocket full of tools.
But the thing that was missing on the defensive line, and we saw it against the Colts, and we saw it against the Rams, was you still need those big guys that sometimes they can just man the fuck up.
Yeah.
In the defensive middle.
What do you call it? Trash can full of dirt on wheels.
Can we address this? Go
ahead.
Go ahead, Voch.
So me and Mark go back and forth so much. A trash can full of dirt is a big, and you've said these words, a big, fat, sloppy presence in the middle
that can get a push.
A Tony Saragusa type fella.
I used to love Tony Saragusa when he played for the Ravens.
Those don't exist anymore. That's a trash can full of dirt.
Okay.
The moment that player can move and shows mobility, they are no longer a trash can full of dirt.
Then what are you called?
They're just a 3-tech at that point. They're just different. they just a good football player. So when I look at Tristan Hill, yes, he's 300 pounds, but he's not a trash can full of dirt. He's just a big guy that can fly. His first step is fantastic. His motor's fantastic. His burst is fantastic.
Right.
He's not a trash can full of dirt because he can actually move. Dexter Lawrence isn't even that. Dexter Lawrence from Clemson, the one tech from Clemson.
Yeah.
We was talking about him. He's not even a trash can full of dirt because he shows some mobility. He can fly a little bit. So trash cans full of dirt, they're just not existing anymore in modern National Football League. Even these zeros that, Vita Vea can move.
Yes, he can. And then we talked about Vita Vea.
I wanted Vita Vea.
So I wanted him too.
Vita Vea.
For that damn fourth round pick.
And if you look at my Xavier Su'a-Filo video, the how many sacks are they responsible for? Vita Vea got a sack on Xavier Su'a-Filo. Hit Dak right in the mouth. I couldn't stand it. It's pick Su'a-Filo up.
Mm-hmm.
But he can move, so that makes him different. These trash cans full of dirt don't exist anymore. Shouts out to Tatiana flavored cigars. I'm about to get online and Google this.
He's like,
what's going on, Virginia?
I got a new little hobby, you know.
Shout out to my frat brother, my pro fight man, Lamont Brown and his cigar company. He actually gave these cigars to me for my birthday last year. I just was holding them for special occasions like this. He makes cigars and they hand roll them. Shout out to him. I will plug him much more on my channel going forward. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna ask him.
If you send me free cigars, I'll plug on the channel. Shit.
Thank you, Flores. Appreciate it.
This is fun. This is fantastic.
Yeah, so I love the fireside chat. Just chilling with the boys. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do.
Oh, but wait till the fall when it's cool outside.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man. That's what I love.
Man, these are
thank you, Flores. Appreciate it.
I've ever seen. That big ass mall that's like behind.
They ain't gonna touch
it. He ain't messing with you.
Saying some big ass mall.
I don't mind the mall.
Oh, happy birthday, Nene. Yo, I gotta get you something.
It is Nene's birthday. Shout
out to Nene. Happy birthday, Nene. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Virginia Finals, you do too, bro. That's what's up, man.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the Virginia subscribers right now that are here in Virginia where we are. So Mark, one more question about the defensive line. So we had
be nasty.
Yeah.
Blue racing lizards.
Okay, so I was
that.
just getting ready to ask that. What do you think about how this defensive line is going to shape up outside of the injuries that we already know that's going down?
Speed kills. And I look at this team, not just on the defensive line, but this is definitely the most talent that we've had on the defensive line and probably through the whole roster that we've had since the 90s. And depth-wise, we can take a hit or two and still not skip a beat, which is something that's unheard of. 2017, that was what killed us.
Right.
If we had not lost Tyron Smith, if we had not lost Sean Lee, Zeke Elliott, those three players basically, right, and then right, that killed our season. But you can look at this now, be it the offensive line that we can absorb. If Tyron Smith misses a couple of games like he did, I know you're not crazy about Cam Fleming, but it's a much better cry than a Chaz Green.
Sure.
And the same thing with like you said, Antoine Woods may not make it because of Christian Covington. You got two quality players at almost every position, except maybe safety.
I agree. I think Antoine Woods, and look, to be fair, he could win a battle and start. He could do that. But Christian Covington is definitely going to come for him. Christian Covington is definitely going to be relevant in that
Covington
fight.
had 4 sacks last year?
He played
in 13 games?
Yeah, he played 1 and 3. I didn't know that he did that much switching.
Yeah.
Hey Chuck, it will be some Skins fans there. Mark.
Oh yeah.
Somebody asked about Skins fans.
Yeah, because another YouTuber, Ed Oliver, he's going to be there.
Okay, yeah. So they're definitely going to be some Skins fans at the. They're going to be pleasant Skins fans. We're not doing that
trash talking,
but we're not. Ain't no fighting
friendly
trash
talking. We trash those teams and stuff like that. It's not like we're planning on rumbling or anything like that.
I don't even want to ride the fence. I don't even want to have opposites on my channel because I might say something crazy and start some shit. So I leave them all.
Well, Voch gonna start a riot.
You said we're gonna beat the shit out of the Redskins.
We're gonna beat the shit out of the Redskins.
We talk about that.
I don't even want to discuss it. I don't even want.
But we ain't gonna discuss it.
But we still have a good
But
time.
What I will discuss on my channel is Voch Lombardi. My question for you, bro.
I'm not working, man. I'm relaxing.
Okay.
This
Vacation.
This a bros and cigar. I'm on. Look. The root word of vacation is vacate.
Oh, you're on vacation. I thought okay. I guess you're on vacation.
I'm on vacation. But if I do 2 hours of work for Mark Channel, shit, you know what I'm saying? I can answer a question. What you got, brother? I mean, I'm looking at
Look at that.
We about to motherfucking fight in this bitch.
No, we not. By the fire.
By the fire.
No, we not.
All right. So my question is, and we don't have to go into quick stuff. This is just low key stuff. What's going on, Raymond Solis? Offensive line. We talked about the changes that went on. How do you think this offensive line is going to shape? Oh my God!
You had to see it. That drink just fell in slow motion.
It did fall in slow motion. Turn it. Yeah, right there. That's good.
Playing fight night and then you get knocked out and you got to try.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's cool.
That's what it looked like.
Sorry about that, y'all. The wind hit it. So, what do you think, boy? What are you doing?
I'm just flashing. Make sure.
Police out here. So, how do you think this offensive line is going to shape up with the addition of Connor McGovern, Connor Williams getting swole? How do you think this offensive line going to shape out? Everybody talks about whether Lyle is going to get traded. What is your feeling about this?
The one thing that I like as I puff my cigar,
besides liking a cigar,
the one thing that I like is that if anything happens, I think we're covered.
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to be in a situation.
We got depth, baby.
I don't think we're ever going to be in a situation where, damn, we playing the Colts, but we got to start Adam Redmond this week. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't think we're ever going to be in that situation. So the competition, the depth is all good, but we're adding Travis Frederick. We're bringing them back. Leo Collins got to show me something, man. He got to show me something. Based on my sack videos, he was responsible for 9.16 sacks. That's plenty. It's 5 offensive linemen. If all 5 of us gave up 9.16 sacks, that'll be like 50-something sacks by just us. You know what I'm saying? That's a terrible number. So we got to get those numbers down. We got to get better run blocking. We got to get more consistency maintaining blocks. We got to get our hand placement in the right place. But I think we don't have to start Adam Redmond and guys like that. Plus, hopefully Lael ain't no worse. If Lael is any worse, and we'll just fix that problem as is. Mm-hmm. And worst case scenario, we add Travis Frederick back. That's a whole other Pro Bowl that sound. So I think we just naturally get better in that.
Yeah.
One more question for you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Mickey Spagnola does not like Cam
Don't
Fleming.
nobody listen to motherfucker. Okay, I listen.
Right.
Oh,
What do you think about?
Weather.
I respect you and your opinion always. What do you think about Cam Fleming as a backup? Take time, bro. Oh, Chris, I crushed them Jones, man.
I think my problem with Cam Fleming is, first of all, he's very serviceable.
Yes.
And if you a backup offensive lineman, that's pretty much all you got to be.
And he got a Super Bowl ring.
That shit okay. Over there, well,
Don't touch my car. Got them rims on. Don't touch my car.
he's serviceable. He's better than Chaz Green. And plus, like, he ain't got to play multiple games for us. Like, if we need Cam, 2, 3, 4 games at the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My biggest problem, I mean, I wish he would engage a little bit more. I wish he was better with his hands. I wish he was more aggressive. But with tackles, you can always give tackles help. You can't give a guard help. Like, if there's a 3-tech, you one-on-one with that guard, that's it. If you don't like your tackle being one-on-one with somebody, you can fix it. So
tight end or running back can help out.
right. So if Cam was a starting tackle for us, I'd be upset. But he's not. Cam Fleming as a backup swing tackle, that means we're in pretty good shape. So I'm good to go with that.
Gotcha, bro.
Cigar.
All right, and
Thank you for the chocolate.
oh, no problem.
This is fantastic.
These chocolate cigars are pretty good, y'all. And like I said, I'm loving this little moment that we having right here. Did anybody, before I go into linebackers, did anybody had anything to add about your position?
No, I just want to say that this is
we assigned to positions.
That's what I was doing.
What do I want to say something about running back?
You can. Okay. All right. So real quick, what do you want to say about the running back?
I had shit to say.
About Pollard and
yeah,
Weber.
shit to say.
Oh, and let's not forget about Darius Jackson.
Darius ain't
They trying to sell us on him. Like, dog, how many times we sold the same thing? Like,
Darius and the Chung kid, they're not gonna make the same. It's gonna be Zeke, Weber, and
I
Tony.
forgot about Chung.
But I tell you what, though, you can get, and it's just me using my offensive brain or whatever.
Motherfucker over there.
Yeah, real chill.
You can, this something different about this shit. But
Hey, yo, go ahead.
something different about this shit. I'm grown now. You can
Now,
the good thing about
somebody
Tony,
said DMV, you there?
he alive. The good thing about Tony is that you can use him in multiple ways. Like, it won't just be a situation where Zeke can come out, catch his breath, Tony's out there for 2 plays. I think Tony can actually get whole series, you know?
I think they're going to use it because, to me, it seems like, okay, Zeke is better between the tackles. If Zeke can get ahead of steam and go into the line, he's going to kill you. But, and you know, or at least for me, as a defensive lineman, when you're getting pounded, getting double teamed and everything else, and you basically are playing in 3 feet of space, then you got to chase a guy on the outside. Oh, man, that shit's hell.
Yeah, it is.
And that's where you have that change up where you go ahead and start getting Tony Pollard in the passing game. You can get him on 3rd down, outside, things like that. That dynamic is going to be a real good change up.
Virginia Finest said, nice shirt.
Something I like about Tony is that I think Tony's going to be on the field with Zeke sometimes. So keep your eyes on for that. And plus, people have this misconception that Tony's just a gadget back or
he's not.
He's a scat bag.
He's way more than that.
Tony about 216 pounds, and if you watch the Senior Bowl, he run over people. It's just that Memphis just throwing the ball more.
Johnny James says, "Are we jinxing our guys by talking them up? I'm so scared that we are hyping our boys up to the level they want to make."
Johnny James is a cold last name, by the way, but that's just what you do in June. You just talk about players in June. So if all 32 teams end up jinxing, we just got to play from there.
That's it.
Yeah. You know, I love how people will say that I'm jinxing the Dallas Cowboys. You know, I wish I had that kind of power that I could actually control their destiny.
They control us the other way. Control us to win. This one.
Well, that's a different story, though.
Now, before we continue, I'm gonna go ahead and weigh in on my position, which is linebacker. We already know our top 3. One of the biggest things that I will say about this linebacker core is this: you got guys that they play in space. They're guys that play from the left side of the field to the right side of the field. None of these guys are going to be guys that are going to head up blocking offensive linemen. So if our defensive line is playing well, that is great for Vander Esch and Jalen Smith, because these guys are going to ball out because they're going to be able to read and react when that lane is clear. But if that lane ain't clear, This is when they're gonna start missing tackles. They're gonna get bad angles, and then you go. Then that's when you're like, why is Jeff Heath and I local getting all these tackles? Because everything is falling apart up front. You don't want things to fall apart up front, but I don't think that's going to happen this year. That's why I say that the numbers of our linebackers that are going to look much better with this defensive line doing well. Because again, your defensive line helps your linebackers, and your linebackers help your secondary. Yes.
See, most people don't understand that your defensive lineman, your responsibility is not to make tackles first thing.
Right.
Your responsibility is to tie up the offensive line because the linebackers are meant to be able to see and scrape and make the tackle.
Right.
And that's where it was funny because when I talked about Calais Campbell, people are like, you know what, Calais Campbell, he only gets 7 or 8 sacks a season. And it's like he's an interior.
First of all, at a defensive tackle position, if you're making more than 5 sacks, that is a good season.
That's a hell of a season. Okay, because your main responsibility is keep the linebackers. And see, if your defensive linemen are able to get pressure on that quarterback that force him to throw earlier, it makes cornerbacks and safeties look that much better.
It does.
You think about the New York Giants back when they were winning Super Bowls, none of their cornerbacks or safeties were Hall of Famers.
Yes.
They were. I mean, they had Jason Sehorn, for Christ's sake. Okay?
I remember Sehorn.
Okay, but because
he seemed like he was all over the place, though.
Yeah. Well, again, because that defensive line was chasing the quarterbacks. Quarterbacks didn't have time to do anything. And that's where we are.
Antonio Pierce is a linebacker now?
Antonio Pierce is one, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who the other linebacker.
Right, but because
about,
with the Giants back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't have to have great line. I mean, okay, you had to have capable ones, but that defensive line was ferocious. They were killing quarterbacks.
Could be the best collective pass rush.
Look, somebody said, who is Sehorn? Y'all some old motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Look, we are kind of old. But again,
I know I am.
We look.
OG Junior.
In order to know where you're going in the future, you got to know your past, y'all. You got to know the guys from the past, because you look at some of these guys and some of the things that they did. They set the precedence for what these guys are doing right now and going forward. Now, again, we know that football is ever changing. It changes every decade, every generation, every decade, 10 years. So you're going to have a guy that's going to break out and do different things. With the rule changes, things have to change. We know that. Feeling this offseason that I feel like I've ever had with this team.
Oh,
it's almost like
now there's no guarantee that you'll win a Super Bowl.
It's no guarantee, and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is I have a different feeling about this team this offseason, and I'm never one to say, "Oh, well, the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl." Look, if we make it to the NFC Championship game, I'll be happy. If we make it to the NFC Championship game, because that is the line that we have not gotten to. That is. No. I think Jason Garrett's make or break. Fuck that. We gotta make it to the NFC Championship.
I want this team to win the fucking Super Bowl. I'm sick and tired of going to the Super Bowl, watching all these other teams win, and I want to go through and see my quarterback, Dak Prescott, hold that trophy up so I can go ahead and go to all those motherfuckers' ass.
Hey, Karen.
That have just talked on smack about my quarterback and stuff.
Mark,
what?
I don't think you understand the press tour that we gonna go on. A bunch, but if we agree on anything, Dak haters got Dak all the way messed up.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
They be saying off the wall stuff. I'm like,
Ryan Dakota Prescott better not win a Super Bowl to sing.
I'm telling you.
I'm going on everybody's channel.
Yeah.
Yours, mine, Laws, everybody's channel. We gonna talk us some Dak Prescott. It's gonna be a long off season. We win the Super Bowl.
The haters gonna be so mad.
Yeah, but he can't win another one.
I might start keeping tweets.
No, but you know the line. Oh, well, it's just because he had people around him. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, wait. Detroit, wait a minute. Who was
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Is football not a team sport?
No, I'm just kind of like, okay, we know Troy Aikman had a Hall of Fame all-time leading rusher, right?
Yeah.
He had Michael Irvin, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he have Larry Allen?
First of all,
3 other Hall of Fame
Brian had more touchdowns than Michael Irvin.
Everything.
So again, you look at.
Oh no! Don't say nothing about Tony Romo.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about Tony Romo. I love Tony Romo. I like Tony Romo.
And you know what? They were talking shit about Tony.
Romo my guy.
Romo's my guy.
I remember Tony got hurt and Kittner came in for him. They was trying to start John Kittner over Tony Romo. That's just how the fans work. That's just how fans work, man.
I remember that.
That's good cigar, man.
Yeah, that chocolate flavor. First of all,
That was good.
all y'all that know me, I love chocolate. I have an addiction to chocolate. I gotta have one piece of chocolate a day.
It's a Tatiana, so tell Tatiana we say salute.
Bust down, Tatiana.
Like a serial killer. Like Michael Myers.
He came out of nowhere talking about I'm about to kill all y'all Negroes.
Over there.
What y'all doing in that corner?
Don't be flashing that light like that. Somebody
You know we in Virginia, right? You know we in the Commonwealth. Right? Oh, you live in the Commonwealth too.
3 things you always gotta have on you is a light, a multi-tool, and a pocket.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, and your machete blade is in the back of the car.
The machete's in Texas, but we safe out here.
So Chuck Stark says, what do I think? Cowboys 12-4, Redskins 9-7, Eagles 9-7, Giants 7-9. Eagles are getting overhyped. I think they will have a disappointing season.
Easy, Mark, John, Mike. It's not one team on this schedule that scares me.
No,
I think we're gonna beat the shot at the Patriots.
you think so?
I'm just waiting until we
Let's
get there.
talk about it.
I'm just waiting until we get there.
That's gonna be a cold game.
I'm looking in. I think it's gonna beat the shot at the Patriots.
I tell you who I think is going to end up failing and surprise people are going to be the Rams.
Sure.
Because Jared Goff, if you look, because everybody talks about how much Dak Prescott regressed. Look at Jared Goff's numbers going down with Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, of course, has got the arthritis to tell him he needs to lose weight. He needs to not do any hitting and training cramp. He's not going to be the same player. And Jared Goff was not the same player he was in the first half of the season.
The Rams lost 2 pieces on the offensive line, which is important, and they lost 1 piece on their D line.
Right.
So all that stuff matters. And if you're talking about the Cowboys, that's what we lost.
Yeah,
that's what we lost at. We lost because we couldn't move them.
We couldn't move Sue.
We couldn't move Sue, and we and we couldn't get things going on.
Well, Aaron Donald
the Rams drafted.
that Rams game is going to be.
Shot there.
That Rams game is going to be that's a do over because you know the defense is looking like bro, you're not going to play us this
Zeke
year.
Elliott too. Zeke did not have a good game there. Zeke only had like 50-some yards.
I just don't fear in it and this how you know you a good team. The only teams I'm worried about like we may lose against like the Jets or something, and we may lose
which would be crazy.
And we may lose one game against the Redskins, but we may beat everybody else. Though. That's just how it works, you know. Like if you win long enough, you just lose one of those games. You know what I'm saying?
Cowboys will do that to you. Like we dropped that goose egg.
Like the Bills is
Colts.
Like
when we lost to the Colts, I was like, and then that disappointed. No,
with Josh Allen at quarterback.
We're not.
Just not going to happen.
That disappointing loss. Oh, I got trashed by when I did that video on Cole Beasley going to the Bills, and I tagged the Bills in there. Bills fans came at me hard about because I was like, "Who is their quarterback?" He's like, "You don't know who Josh Allen is? He about to be the next coming of Jesus Christ." I was like, "Bro, what?"
52.8 completion percentage.
Fuck him, just like that.
Say it again.
Fuck him.
One more time.
Fuck him.
All right.
Can I cuss on your show?
Whatever. You already did. You already did. What's going on, Dave?
Oh boy. I got to tell you that this is like a dream coming true here. Having all my people out here
sitting around
the fire pit and everything else, just talking.
And it's only Friday night. I got to cut the grass
in the off season.
In the off season. Hey guys, I know you guys are like, "Oh my God, training camp is so far away." But look, training camp is coming as soon as you think. Mark Holmes got the countdown clock. You guys see the countdown clock on Mark's channel every day. We are not that far, y'all. We are right there. And look,
we're 4 weeks away from training camp.
Yes, and I want to say that I would love to go to training camp. I'm still trying to work that out.
See, I'm subbed to you just in case you ain't know.
You better be. So you should have been subbed to me, bro.
I'm being subbed to you, but like people be like acting like I may not be subbed to them.
Yeah, people be like, "Voch, you don't like E2." People think you don't like me for some reason.
I'm like, man, I don't know what people be thinking about me, dog. People think I'm just a piece of shit.
They think you're evil somebody. That's what they think.
I am a piece of shit.
They think I am.
I don't understand.
I'm like, what?
Mark is the nicest dude ever.
I'm like,
Mark is too nice sometimes.
I may smack the shit out of one of these YouTubers that's husky as hell that lives in Dallas, and they can kind of cross that road with me whenever we see. But
I know exactly.
But besides that, I'm approachable as fuck. I'm cool.
I'm trying to think who that is.
I tell.
Turn that shit down.
I tell jokes and shit. I'm solid, man. But if whatever. But
coming down to the end of that mode.
People do too much.
Yeah, well, some people get behind the keyboard and stuff and figure they can just say whatever.
I call them finger thugs. I call them keyboard clackers.
Twitterlings.
But it's funny because I remember
Twitter fingers.
You remember when we were at the draft? Okay, first round. Roger Goodell comes out to go ahead and announce a pick. Everybody's boo, and everybody hating on him, right?
Yeah, I hate him.
No.
Poppy Goat says we'll split.
Second day, Roger Goodell's
Oh,
walking
they're
through the
chocolate
crowd.
cigars, Mike.
Everybody's up there trying to get a selfie and hang out with the commissioner stuff. It's like, okay, y'all were booing him yesterday. Today you want to get a picture with him.
Internet muscles, I like that.
Yeah. So what's your next question, man?
Somebody said, hope we sweep Philly. Somebody said we might split with Philly.
We beating their ass.
What's our biggest competition in the division, y'all?
Well,
Hey, man.
the Eagles, of course.
Of course.
I mean, the Redskins.
Well, I don't know. I can't because if Dwayne Haskins starts, he's got something to prove right now because the Giants didn't pick him up. Oh, did y'all hear about your boy? I know you saw it on Twitter.
And you may have Eric Flowers starting.
Oh shit! First of all, Rashid is gonna be. Oh my god, I'm gonna hit that squeaky voice all season, bro.
If he comes to Autograph Time, he'll be there. I hope
I'll be there
because
but-
Daniel Jones is going to be there, so he got to get an autograph.
Shout out to the stinking Giants.
Here's what we need to do.
Shout out to Rashid.
No. We need to be behind Rashid when he gets the autograph. No, when he gets the autograph signed from Daniel Jones and have him play the video of him at the draft.
So y'all saw when they interviewed Eli Manning and they asked him about Daniel Jones. He was like, "Oh, there's no competition." Bruh. I want to see how that shapes up.
Eli really think he good though.
He does. In his mind.
This is his last year.
But you know what D-Law, the law offices of D-Law and Quinn, let me tell you something. They're gonna shut that down this season. Wentz gonna be right back in the wheelchair. Eli is gonna make that stupid llama looking face, and I'm gonna be like, Elijah. I'm gonna call him Elijah all year. And whoever starts for the Redskins, if it's Dwayne Haskins, I think that I actually give him his props. I think he's gonna be a good quarterback for them. They did a good job picking him. I don't know what Giants were thinking by passing up on him. I don't know what they saw in Daniel Jones. I don't know.
Daniel Jones.
Who? Daniel Jones. And I feel like you redrafted Eli Manning.
The other thing too is they have the advantage with him from doing my research. They have.
New Orleans is definitely going to be tough because I think we played New Orleans in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, we do this year.
So you already know that when you play in New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Dome, it's like a death trap, bro. You see, y'all remember what happened with Lance Dunbar on that kickoff return when he tore that leg up in front of his family because he's from down there.
I just want to say
you already said that you're not afraid of anybody on the schedule right now.
I just want to say thank you for the cigar.
Appreciate it. You're good, bro.
And thank you for the wings and the mumbo sauce, and I'm gonna get later before I go. But yeah, I'm not scared of nobody on this team, man. I mean, not scared. And actually, I got this dope ass little thumbnail or whatever. This dope ass little phone cover, whatever.
I like that.
I got the schedule on.
How you do that?
I just Google schedule wallpaper every year.
I'm gonna do that
every year, and so whenever I got to talk or whatever.
So you already know. You already got it.
I got the shit. I just pull the shit up.
Oh, that's what's up.
But yeah, I'm just looking at the teams on the schedule, man. Like I don't expect a tough game until the Saints in week 4, and I think we're gonna beat the shot. And look, I ain't just being cocky when I say we're gonna beat the shot at the Saints, but we beat the Saints without Robert Quinn and without Randall Cobb and without Connor Williams as a grown man and without Leighton Vander Esch as a grown man. Without we with Linehan, we beat these teams with Linehan. We beat the Saints, the Falcons. We beat all these top tier teams with Linehan.
So just imagine what you're gonna do without.
I just think we're so much better as a team now that
you know what the biggest thing is, and everybody keeps talking about how Dak sucks and Dak sucks. You know what Dak brings to this table more than anything?
Fans suck. But go ahead.
Leadership, man. The fact that this team backs him up. The fact that they will go to war for Dak Prescott. Zach Martin said himself, like, look, I go to war for my quarterback, and I would do anything for my quarterback. The wide receivers love him. The running backs love him. The DBs, you look at Jordan Lewis. I follow him on Twitter. He talks about Dak all the time. I don't know why my quarterback gets so much hate. He going to show y'all who's the man this season.
2 leaders on this team, Dak and D-Law.
Yeah.
For different reasons. First of all, Dak has proven himself in tough games. He may, have his ups and downs with him. But in tough games that, there's no doubt in my mind that if we would have gave Dak the ball back in the Rams game, he would have drove down the score.
He would have.
There's no doubt about
He
it.
would have.
And in terms of D-Law was dead ass the whole week saying, "Hey man, we're gonna smack the shit out of Drew Brees." And I think without that confidence, we wouldn't have had that defensive intensity going into that game.
I also mentioned that on my channel when I was talking about D-Law and what he brings to this table with the young guys, even the guys that are not defensive linemen. Like he goes to the linebackers, he goes to the DBs, the young guys, and he's like, I know that a lot of these guys are your idols, like Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers and TB. You look at these guys and like you grew up watching these guys because you're just getting to the NFL. These guys were in the league when you were in elementary school. So now that you're in the league now, it's intimidating. And I know a lot of these guys are in their mind. They're not going to admit it to the media, but in their minds, they're definitely afraid to go against these guys. So D-Law goes there and be like, show grit, show heart, go out there and punch him in the face. That's what you do. And that's what he was doing.
D-Law a little touch in the head.
Look, D-Law was looking at
D-Law crazy, bro.
He was talking to the media one day. He was talking to the media one day, like, look, man.
He don't care.
Like, look, man, I'm different. I'm crazy. I might just choke the shit out of one of y'all.
Yeah, he said that.
He said it to the media.
He said, I would say that too. I'm that type of dude.
I might just slap the shit out of one of y'all.
I might just slap one of y'all right now.
It's almost a little Charles Haley. Just a little.
Yeah, D-Law got a little Charles Haley in him. He I don't think he's nowhere near as crazy as Charles Haley.
No, he's a long ways away from Charles.
But he got a little bit of that flavor to him.
He's literally going to Eli's Instagram page or whatever. Hey man, just happy to have you another year, bro. Just appreciate you. Just appreciate you. Thanks for being here. You know
he trolling every quarterback in the division right now.
I tell you what, he better back it up now.
Well, what I didn't like was when they came off that Colts game though. When they came off that Colts game when we got our ass busted, they came off of that. They came off of that bus with them hard hats on, and then didn't bust a grape in that game. But
the one reason,
but they got a chip on their shoulder. They look at stuff like that and they bounce back.
The one reason I think this team is a Super Bowl team because they got heart. Sometimes teams got to lose in the playoffs to know how to do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like all good teams go through a period where they got to be in the playoffs. They got to learn how to lose in the playoffs. Then they got to learn then they got to win. Like the Broncos when Peyton Manning was on his crusade or whatever, he got their ass blown out by the Seahawks. Mm-hmm. But they had to do that to learn like the difference between playoff ball and like regular season ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And once they learned, they went on to win a Super Bowl. Like we've lost in the playoffs before, so I think we primed to win there now. You said, well, Wentz win a ring. He already got one. Wentz he ain't win it though. Well, he didn't win it, but he got one. I don't think Wentz will win a ring. I don't think Wentz.
What's going on, Chris Canton? Hanging out here in the chat and stuff. We just chilling out here. You can see I'm just kind of like kick back, relax.
But that's what this is for, man. It's a chill live stream. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no topic. It is what it is. We do. I'm the moderator.
See, this is what I try to do every day. Is I come out in my day and just reflect out here, man. Just sit out, have a little sip of rum, and just think about what's going on. What did I do today? What am I going to do tomorrow? Where are you going to put the TV out here? Because this
appreciate it, Karen. It's right there. If you open that cabinet, the TV's right there.
Well,
this is dope. During the season, we out here all the time.
I had a 50-inch. I'm going to get a 65.
I'm over here every game.
This is really dope.
And so actually, all the inside that cabinet are all the cushions that actually go out here. So it's full cushion. So I just didn't feel like pulling them out because I thought
if we're not here, we're at Lucky's.
Yeah.
See, I live in Texas, so I ain't used to. I ain't got none of this. I just live in an apartment.
Yo, shout out to all my Texas subscribers, man. You guys are the MVPs, man. I love Texas. I always thought about moving there, but it's hot. It's
too hot in the summertime.
It's hot, bro. Like,
hot and dry.
I mean, it's hot here too.
Apparently, y'all think that 90 is hot out here, but Houston get like
110. I've been there.
So,
I've been there.
So that's why
I've been there.
That's why we like this. Now we get like
I got cousins that
maybe
live
100 once in a while. But
yeah. But the East Coast got a cool little breeze out here. You know what I'm saying? It might be because y'all so close to the ocean.
I tell you what.
Yeah, we are the East Coast.
Go about 2 hours west and hit the mountains, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's crisp at night, even in the summertime.
Yeah.
That morning, the morning dew and everything else, it's like heaven.
This is the reason why we don't get a whole lot of tornadoes or anything like that, because the Appalachian Mountains up on the West Virginia side, it helps keep us safe.
See, I would love to go out in the mountains and hunt an elk and just feed people. You know what I'm saying?
We don't have elk. We got lots of deer.
Yeah,
I
We
would
got
love to have
foxes,
some
I'm
too.
gonna be up with my.
I've had
with
deer
my
on the other side of the fence over here.
Because look, Mark, this is my new thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm black and I just recently got out of my blackness. I kind of cook steak medium rare now. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
You
know.
just-
I
you
couldn't
just
meet them
started?
well. I don't do the rare because
See, I'm
Oh,
26
shit.
now. You
Them-
know what I'm saying?
them foodborne
Then eat chicken.
pathogens.
Then eat chicken. No,
See-
see, that's the difference between hamburger and steak, because the pathogens and stuff only get on the outside of steak.
Yeah.
The reason why you get it hamburger is because they grind all of it up, so that way
Yeah.
one bad cow fuck up thousands of pounds of hamburger.
See, I just
Yeah.
learned something new.
See, I like to
Okay.
cook, you know what I'm saying? And I always punk out when I cook my steaks. Like, I always see it, and I punk out and throw it in there a little bit, but I end up overdoing it. But I got to meet the
Antoine
mama,
Woods is a
and I get that bitch right at 135. I like it at 131. But I get it right around 131, let that bitch rest for 5 minutes.
And it's beautiful.
Medium rare steak
Somebody said
is
Michael Anthony
the
looked like
best
that.
thing in the world.
And see, I actually like ribeyes the best because you need that
I
marble.
love.
You get that
I love the
marbling.
fat. A lot of
That's
people don't eat the fat. I be
No.
crushing
If
that
you're doing
fat.
keto, you want to eat the fat.
Yeah.
I
And
eat
see,
it
what
too.
I'll do is I'll take a little bit of red wine, some balsamic vinegar,
Yeah.
and some Worcestershire sauce. Put a little chipotle chili powder on there, some Montreal steak season, chop up some garlic and a little bit of cilantro,
Yes.
and let that marinate for about 3 or 4 hours, and then put it on the grill, cook it medium rare.
Adam
You slice
Burnett.
that bad boy. and
Adam
put it
Burnett
on.
says
Man,
medium
See-
rare steak, well done burgers.
there you go.
See, medium rare,
I
I
like medium
What
well.
you just said, steak?
So
What-
it's
what
so
you
it's
just
still
said?
pink.
medium well.
So it's
Medium
too,
medium
it's
rare.
still
I
pink,
like
but
medium
it's
rare.
not
No,
it's not
what,
bleeding.
A ribeye.
Ribeye.
Yeah.
Ribeyes are a lot more flavorful because I try to fillet, and them bitches are so tender.
They are.
They're tender.
They're so
but
tender.
they don't really have a great. I mean, they don't
Taste.
really have flavor. It's kind of
Yeah.
like chicken breast.
Sure.
Chicken breast is. I mean, it's
It is what it
it's
is.
clean and all that, but there's
Sure.
no fat into it, and it's got really no flavor.
Because
Mhm.
it's the
really
middle.
got- yeah,
Because you're eating the middle.
right.
You don't know what you're talking because you don't eat medium rare steak.
First of all, pause.
If you gotta chew your
Don't
steak too
disrespect
much,
me on my own live stream. That's one.
what you eat?
Two.
Well done.
So, no, I said medium well.
That's too much.
I said it's red, but it ain't bleeding.
That's too. It
As
ain't.
long as it's not bleeding.
That ain't even blood. It's myoglobin. That ain't even blood.
Nigga, what?
It ain't blood. It's myoglobin. Let me
Did
say something.
you say hemoglobin? Like, I don't-
Brother man, I'm
I
black
do it.
just like you, and trust me, I've gone through the same black stigmas of I need to have my meat cooked. But trust
The
me,
rubber.
when you have
No, I don't eat it. I don't cook it the rubber, bro. I
I'll
never
tell you what.
eat any
can we have a
steak
cookout?
well
Can we
done.
have a cookout?
4th of July.
Can we just cook some
4th of
steaks?
July. Y'all come to my house because I'm grilling in my house.
You guys always
So-
talk about
You ain't gonna
shrimp
be
and,
here,
and,
but-
and wings, so I've never cooked any beef. and stuff for
I
you.
might be here. I just want some
I'll
mama
tell you
sauce.
what.
I know,
let
Swaggy,
me
we
take
crazy
you
as
to
hell.
Mike's American Grill and get some prime rib.
I'm still
Mm.
learning.
Oh my-
I'm still learning.
Oh no,
But
no,
I know
no.
the
Their
Texas
prime
beef brisket
rib.
is the shit.
Their prime rib. You get that 20-ounce cut, and it's definitely pinkish red.
I never had.
But I tell you
I never
what,
had a 20 ounce.
I went there for my birthday one year. I had a 40-ounce.
What?
I had
You
a-
ain't
no,
eat that
no,
in one sitting.
No,
I
That's
know you
no,
didn't eat that in one sitting.
This is back. No, this was probably about 10 years ago. But here's what's funny, because they brought that one and it had quite a bit of fat. And they asked me, because Mike's American Grill, I've never had a bad meal there. And they said, "How was your steak?" I said, "Well, it had a little bit of fat that was on it." I said, "It's kind of didn't have as much meat as I wanted to." They gave me another 12-ounce to go home with.
Oh,
And I came back
man.
home and ate that before I went to bed.
I know you went to bed. I
You
mean,
say you what? Where you say that?
he was on that toilet like,
Mike's-
oh
Mike's
Jesus!
American Grill, man. It's about
I ain't really
5
like
miles
it.
from here.
I ain't really
No.
like it.
Why
I'm
would you
telling-
ain't never tell me about this place, bro?
Oh my
He's
god,
supposed to be
that
my
is
second father.
man. That is my favorite restaurant right there, man. They have
You
these
said Mike's American Grill,
Mike's American Grill. They have a whole chain of different ones and stuff.
bruh.
Seriously. But they have their
See, I
Aussie
live in
rolls.
Maryland, so I don't see the stuff that they see on
Easy.
this side of
They
First
town.
have like
all-
this honey butter to go on the Aussie rolls. Oh my god!
I might
Easy.
go there tomorrow. Shoot.
First of
They-
all,
they
I
have-
might go there
they have
tomorrow
a
though.
fried
Eat
oyster
steaks,
salad.
eat steaks however you want it. I'm not here to judge you, but medium rare is the way to go.
No, I think
I
actually,
don't eat it. I don't eat it well done. I said
think on the
medium
menu-
well.
That's too much.
at Mike,
too.
I
It's
think it
not
says
too
on
much
the menu,
too, bro.
steak medium. Oh, excuse me, steak well done. Eat chicken.
Right.
That's what it says on
It's
the
a
menu.
waste of money, man. It's a waste of
I
money.
didn't say well done. That's the only thing I eat well
Easy.
done is
That-
my burgers,
Easy.
bro.
If your steak is 140 degrees, you went too far.
Yeah,
Nah, mine
You
like
went too
mine
far.
like
I'm
120,
telling
125. It ain't.
120 is rare.
120. Now,
That's rare.
that's rare. That's a cold red. I mean, that's like a cold red.
Well, shit, I don't know the temperatures.
Shit.
I just know what it look
What
like
you
when
cook, you
when
want
I
is a
see
hot
it.
red
Yes, I
center.
cook, bro.
But you should know your temperatures then.
I do know my temperature, but I when I cook
You
it,
don't know what a thermometer is.
Yeah.
are y'all really disrespecting me right now?
Easy. Do you
Are y'all
trust me?
really doing this
Easy.
right now?
Do you trust me?
Everybody get out of here.
Easy. Do you trust
This is
me?
my house, man.
As a black man, we got to get out of that bullshit because we wasting so much money
Oh
on
my
well done
God.
steak. We wasting money on well done steak. I learned how to cook.
I don't eat well done
Oh
steak,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, I know how to cook that.
I learned how to cook. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? 2 minutes each side, put in the oven for like
When it
3
stops
more minutes,
bleeding,
400
it's
degrees.
done.
It's not bleeding. It's
If,
not
you,
blood.
if you're seeing the juice come out of it, you better take that motherfucker off because once that juice starts coming out, you are past medium.
Oh, really?
It is literally drying up. That's all the juices and all the flavor.
I wish I
Okay,
could blind
so-
taste test you. I wish I could do the fucking Pepsi challenge with you.
With steak though?
With a steak. I wish I could do
So
the Pepsi
my
challenge.
line brother, my Sigma line brother, shout out to Jeremy, man. This dude, he eats his rare, and he's white and Italian. And the first time we were pledging Sigma, like I went to his house. He live in Sterling.
Mhm.
So I went to his house. He cooked me a steak. The joint was still bleeding. I said, "You better put that shit back on the grill." What you doing?
That ain't blood, man. That's
It was dripping, my dude.
It's myoglobin. Easy, man. Listen, I'll never
It was
lead
dripping,
I
man.
will never lead you down the wrong path, man. I'm telling you, dog. Like once I learned to do it myself, it's so I
only buy big cowboy steaks from the butcher and throw them on the grill. That's about 500 degrees. See, that's the whole different ball game. So that's what Ruth Chris does.
Mhm.
They cook it at like 500,
And they
maybe
put butter on it.
8. Oh, the butter. I'm still trying to learn that,
now, see,
like
Mark,
how to butter it the right way.
see, Mark, my girl got me a vacuum seal or whatever. So what I want to do is I want to go to like Costco's or something and get me a whole tenderloin and cut my own damn steaks.
Right.
I'm so heavy in the steak now. Now
I
that
love steak. That's my favorite food.
it can't be your fucking favorite food because you eating that shit at medium well.
You don't know.
First of all,
I ain't blinking.
Why you yelling at me?
I ain't blinking at
Why
you.
you yelling
Because you
at me?
wasting your money. You wasting your money. You wasting your money.
All right.
Just imagine if somebody withheld fried chicken. Just imagine if you only ate baked chicken your whole life. Then somebody showed you fried chicken, but you go, man, what's all that crispy, crunchy shit on the outside of that chicken?
Crispy
Ain't
and
nobody finna
crickety,
eat.
cutity.
Ain't nobody finna eat that chicken, all that crispy shit on it. But when you taste it, you go, damn, fried chicken is amazing. Medium well steak is fantastic, but you think it's blood when it's not blood, it's fucking myoglobin. I'm trying to change you.
I don't even know what the hell myoglobin is.
Good.
Spell it.
M
Myoglobin.
World GOLD.
Myoglobin. Somebody said Dez Bryant coming back. What?
We ain't talking about football. We been talking about steaks.
Talking about these steaks.
Mark, will you please educate your guy?
I'm trying to.
All right, so pull it up. So you being a Texas guy, again, Texas football, Texas steaks. That's the two best things that come from football, from Texas: football and cuts of meat.
Barbecue, yeah, sure.
And barbecue.
Sure.
I love barbecue. The last time I was in, not the last time I was in Texas, that was a draft. Is that beef brisket, bruh?
No, that's a ribeye steak right there.
Oh, that's a ribeye.
That's a ribeye steak.
That
right
looks
there.
like. See, to me, that look like brisket.
Brisket
See,
different.
maybe
Brisket this big.
You're right. I don't know a damn thing.
Brisket's a big bitch.
But
You
I'm
gotta
gonna tell
cook
you that will, when you got
So
the
maybe I don't
burn
really
on
know
the outside,
anything.
but you've got that warm red center in there. I'm telling you, I do that like a steak salad.
Yeah,
man, it's
Never
just
say eat more chicken. No.
See, you cook brisket for like 12 hours. So
Right.
that's a long cook because it's
At what, 200
because
degrees?
It's really a stringy.
It's
tough
thinner.
meat.
12 hours at
Yeah.
200 degrees?
it's
Yeah, you got
something like that.
to make it
250.
tender.
Yeah, it's
But
250.
200 degrees is about the correct temperature.
You
right?
wanna
You're cooking it about 200.
you wanna put a little bit of smoke.
Yeah,
on
the
that
channel
wrap.
turned into a cooking show, so this is what we do. Yeah, it's your boy E2 Blue, man, Chef E2. You know, we
It's just
chopping
so
it
much
up
bacon.
right
You ain't
now.
a chef if you eat.
You ain't no motherfucking shit. E2. We talking shit.
Y'all see how they clowning me on my channel,
E2,
bro?
we
Look,
talking
if you
shit.
eat well done steak, man. You get clapped.
We talking shit.
I did not say I cook. I don't eat well done steak, brother.
But 10 degrees is so much, man. 10 degrees is so
If
much
you gotta
different.
pick your teeth with a steak, then you left one.
I see so many black people chewing
Dallas
shit.
Super Bowl #6 said, "Invite me to your crib. I'll make you a brisket. It'll melt in your mouth. I cook mine low and slow at 250 for
12
14 hours."
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Sounds about right.
I feel like
Who
that's
said that?
Dallas Super Bowl number 6.
Watch this terminology. Hey, fella, Dallas Super Bowl. What you do to mop your brisket? What, you ever heard of mopping? What you use to mop your brisket,
Is
sir?
that a Texas term?
He trying to see if he know what he's talking about.
Is that a boss hog term?
It's just if you cook, you know what mopping.
I know about it.
If you cook brisket, you know what mopping means. I'm from the South.
What's the name of my restaurant? It's gonna be E2.
The Peanut Butter Lounge.
Right.
Peanut butter jelly.
Well, they sell peanut butter in this motherfucker.
Ain't nothing to be peanut butter in this.
Ain't no
John.
peanuts in this.
Oh,
What you use to mop your brisket, sir? Well, that's how I know if you legit or not. That's how I learn. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna learn, E2. I just want to show you the light, man. I'm just tired of black people wasting their money on steaks.
No, but see, you gotta understand. See, when you have a tough piece of meat, you gotta cook it slow and slow.
Karen said she ordered a Power 4 shirt from me.
She ordered from me or she ordered from Teespring?
Did you order it from him or from
You must have
Teespring?
ordered from
Karen?
Teespring.
Joseph Sandberg said just gonna serve.
She probably got it. Huh?
That upstairs. So I don't know how.
I'm not opening the damn restaurant.
Can I pull this little? Can I pull
Yeah,
this
slide
little
it
thing
down.
off and just keep
Slide it
and
down.
just keep smoking?
Or slide it down.
And just keep smoking.
You gotta slide them things to the side, bro, and keep it going.
Cause I can take it off.
Take it off.
Cause I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop yet. This is fun. I'm a man. I'm grown.
Why y'all playing me though right now?
No, we're just trying to educate you.
I'm trying to help.
But seriously, like when I cook the pork chop.
Oh, there's definitely no Eagle fans allowed. You already know. We gonna cook the birds. How about that?
We don't want no tough ass eagle shit.
Yo, the funniest thing that Mark did on his channel, your Eagle fan friend. Remember that video that Mark did where they were? I don't know. You were on like a parking garage or something, and you took his Eagle flag, and he was like, "Fly, Eagles, fly!" And you threw it off of the thing. That jump was hilarious.
He legit. Ooh, he legit. He know what he doing.
What he say? What he say?
He know what he doing.
What he say? I inject with equal parts beef broth,
You know what he doing.
Worcestershire sauce,
Worcestershire?
and mop it with the same mixture.
There you go.
He know what he doing.
Ooh, he know what he doing.
But see, I'll put a little
boy,
bit- I'll put a
that
little-
boy know what he
put a little
doing.
beer in with that.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Joseph
Like
said,
a
educate
dark
on
beer or
meat
something
sauce.
like that. Put a little dark beer in there. Yeah.
Who's this D Will guy? He just says,
Mhm.
keep saying random things.
I tell you what, I was cooking a damn pork butt one time, and those hard ciders like those Angry Orchard,
Yeah.
those go well with a little pork
Oh
butt.
yeah,
She said she
What
ordered
kind
off
of shit
Teespring. She said, do you still get a cut of that money?
I do. I haven't looked at it in a while, but yeah. How
Okay.
long you get it short? Because it usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks.
She Karen, Mark said 2 to 3 weeks that it normally comes after you order it. He doesn't know when you
Karen live in London or something. You shouldn't be.
No, Karen's
No, it's just
Karen's
they
in
basically
Florida.
print them up. I mean, even if you only order one, but it usually takes like 2 or 3 weeks. to
Karen's
get it.
in Florida.
Okay.
I need to set up my Teespring, y'all. Yo,
But tell
my
her to email me,
my merch is
and I'll take a look at the Teespring and see what's up.
You need to set your kitchen up.
my
see,
merch
I've
is
got-
coming soon, y'all.
You know, I get a lot of crap because I use propane.
Yeah.
But see, I've got a propane. Now, here's the thing: my propane.
But if you
smoker
good
up
with
here-
propane,
no. You can put the. Here's what I do. I actually take charcoal, the oak, real charcoal and stuff, and I take the wood chips. And I've got like it's like a hair dryer on steroids. And what I do
New
with
Jersey
that
Cowboys said propane is trash.
no. But hold on, no.
But hear him out. Hear him out.
hold
Hear
on.
him out.
You just got to know how to.
No,
Hear
you
'em
got
out.
no. Here's the thing. This smoker is actually fantastic. It's got 4 shelves in it. It's about 24 inches wide. I cooked when we did the Redskin game 8 pork shoulders in there. What's good about it is when you set it at 220 degrees,
It stays
it's
there.
going to stay there.
It stays there.
And what you do is you about every 3 hours, so you're going to put more wood chips in there. I'll get the wood chips and the charcoal, put it in that thing right there, and you will get that smoke going on that thing. And I'm telling you, that thing, I've got a digital thermometer. It hits that 190 degrees. You pull those suckers off. You got the bark that's on that sucker. You got the wood smoke in it.
when
and
that
what
jump,
I'll
when
do
you
is-
pulled that bone out of that
Oh,
rib.
I'm telling you.
Oh my! Remember that DMV?
Oh,
He just said, "No, I saw the video and called him, bro. Don't ever do that on camera again.
literally.
I'm coming. I'm
It's
coming.
just something,
I'm coming right now."
It's
He
just
said,
something.
"Mama, it like he pulled a cigar out of it. He was just like." I said, "Did you just?" It was like a Jenga set. You know when you pull the Jenga?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. He
That's
just
how
pulled.
it's
He
supposed
just pulled the
Right.
Jenga.
I would love to have a smoker one day when I have a house like I'm grown, but I'm not an adult yet. You know what I'm saying? But one day when I'm an adult and I got a house and a family, I would love to have a smoker. But it's something prehistorically gratifying about maintaining the temperature with charcoal and wood. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I ain't got that.
You got to have patience, man.
It's something prehistorically gratifying.
Okay, so here's what you got to understand. Because when the Cowboys come in against the Redskins, okay, we're going to have about 300
That's
people
different.
at there.
That's different.
Okay, now here's the thing.
That's different.
The Cowboys will come in about 4 o'clock, and we were at the hotel meeting them last year, right?
Yeah.
And it's a 1 o'clock kickoff. So that means we need to be at FedEx Field at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. You got 4 hours, so you have to cook that shit ahead of time.
And I remember that's why you do that. Dallas Super Bowl number 6 said he got a Lane cooker, best smoker on the market.
Mine's a masterpiece one. I got it last year. Actually, I bought it clearance because it was like past season.
It's really
so it's
about
like it's about $400, but I think I got it for like $200.
He said, "Look it up."
And it works really, really good. A lot of people.
I'm still trying to learn how to smoke.
Is it Kreger?
You got to learn how to smoke.
I've been hearing a lot.
Patience.
I've been hearing a lot about the wood pellet smokers now.
Yeah, a lot of guys are
using
using
Traeger
that.
or something like that.
Traeger.
Yeah,
Traeger.
but I'm hearing a lot
I've heard
of
of
things about it. But it's like wood pellets. So you sure that they ain't putting anything in the pellets when they keep that shit together?
How much do smokers cost typically?
This one right here is $400.
Shit.
But I tell you what though,
He did say they were expensive.
That's good though.
but the Traeger ones, those 800 to and up.
Jesus.
Drop your money and don't worry about it no more. Just
I'm telling you.
pay your money. Pay your money, man.
That's the one.
Now I tell you what, I'm gonna buy.
I mean, is there off season on smokers though?
Yeah, in the fall.
See, I'm young, and all I've ever had was a little 16-inch Weber grill. You know what I'm saying? But I've made magic with it.
Oh, what's going on, Saul Molina?
But see, here's what you got to understand. Okay, think about this. First tailgate we did, I had basically an outdoor burner, and I had a pot with hot oil.
He said you
And that
can't.
shit was hell.
He said you can't buy a Lane smoker from big box stores. Lanes will run you $4,000. Jesus.
Yeah, I ain't got that kind of money.
How
Bro,
much
you
is
got that bread if you got a Lane then.
How much is a big green egg? How much is that?
If you get the real ones, about $1,000.
What's the
I know
temperature
those
out
are
here right now? Like 70, 75?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, it's about 75, Karen. The fire is low, so it's not really affecting us too much.
Yeah, I mean, we could turn it.
That's a fantastic fire.
Oh, that's too high. Now I can feel that. Jesus. Burn my damn forehead out here.
Let me light my cigar in there.
Don't stick your head up that thing.
No. I'm running out of cigar and I'm sad. I've been enjoying this shit.
I tell you what, though, I built this.
I
whole
feel
thing.
you, Saul. Keep doing your thing, bro. Yo, shout out to Saul
So
on
what
his
you
channel.
just run a propane
Everybody go
tank
shout
of
out, go subscribe to Saul. Check his channel out,
the
y'all.
hose that goes through here down in front of the deck and I have a door over there. I bought the burner online for like $150, and I bought the slab and I cut it all out so that way it drops in there. But yeah.
So for my backyard, since I have the circular table, should I go with a square or circular?
Well, I bought this
Since my
piece of
table is
stone
circular.
right here to fit it.
Well,
So
I'm
if
gonna
you
buy
can find
the
a
pieces.
circular one, because
If you find the piece for you, let me know how much it costs. I'll give you the bread for it, and then we can
I
go
bought a
about it.
square one because square ones are normal, and then had to cut this
Okay.
out.
Okay.
So if you're talking about me trying to cut a circle out of stone, I ain't no
No,
goddamn
no.
stone.
What if
cutter.
it's already circled?
Now, if you can find one, yeah.
Because I wanted to get one with E2 on, like I wanted my name on the top of it. You know, the cover piece.
Okay.
I've seen it on Pinterest.
Lord.
I've seen some people have.
Always wants to look. It's not good enough to build like a square.
John Jones, thanks for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it.
Moon beds out there, man. That shit was
John
fun as hell
Bones
building
Jones?
his
Oh,
ass.
what's Voch smoking? We all smoking on the same cigar, so chocolate,
Shout out
chocolate
to the
flavored
67 people
cigar.
online right now.
This motherfucker's lovely. I ain't never smoked a cigar before, but it just, you know what? It ain't even the cigar really. It's the atmosphere and the fire and the people.
Mm-hmm.
The cigar dope too though, but it's the
It might be
combination.
that Texas whiskey too.
That Texas whiskey, I got down.
I mean, you get a little.
What's going on, Tamara? Thanks for coming in. Shout it.
It gives me a chill.
Shreveport, Louisiana in the building. That's what's up.
Little chill.
I love how our subscribers are all over the United States, bro.
It's Cowboys.
Cali, Texas, Louisiana,
Shit, I got some in New Zealand
New
and
Zealand.
Australia.
Well, you know, you got them
Mark
everywhere.
Mark Sampson's in England.
I don't have any international people.
You do too, Mark Sampson.
Does he still follow me? I haven't seen
We
him in a
got
while.
the
Is he
same
okay?
damn.
Because of him.
Look, like we all got a group of the same people, but a handful of us may or may like some of them may be like, oh, I don't like Voch style, so I
Right.
chill with Mark.
So it's
Or
always
I don't like Mark style, so I chill with E2. But we all like Joe Sandberg. He fuck with all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Joseph Sandberg, Miss Jackie, man. Miss Jackie is the truth.
You know what I like about Joe? Got the same attitude I got, but if you look at his profile pic, he seemed like a calm, chill, laid back dude.
Yeah.
But when I started hating on fans, he hate with the same hate that I be hating on.
Oh, Dallas Super Bowl's in Delaware. He's close.
Oh, okay, shit.
Well, you need to come down here for a little bit and show us about these smokers and stuff, man.
We know how to cook. You don't know how to cook.
Okay, well,
brisket.
me.
You eat steak at medium well.
Me. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Come on, bro. Don't do that.
E2, man, I think you. I really don't. I don't want you to waste.
Flora
money,
says
man.
I fucks with all y'all. Virginia Fine said the same thing.
Your goddamn steak, so it's supposed to be like butter. It's supposed to melt in your mouth.
And you can't do that well done. That
You ain't supposed. You ain't.
Oh, and then when you get the butter part with the fat, a lot of people don't like to eat the fat. Give me the fat.
Oh, I love
You
the
can't
fat.
tell me
Give me the
shit about
fat.
a steak because you ain't eating it right.
Stop coming at me like
You
that.
moving with your uncle and auntie in Bel Air.
Me and Vosh about to go outside. Well, we already outside.
We outside.
Well, we about to go in the front
We
yard.
about to find some grass.
We gonna get locked up by these
My lady.
Northern Virginia
Don't
police.
trip it. Just don't go over there with the frogs.
Springfield police gonna come around here.
You need to puff on that when you're trying to light it there. So draw it in. There you go. There you
This
go.
bitch stayed lit for hours. Shit.
First of
As
all,
long as you puff on it.
Vosh got his first cigar, looking like a pro over here, looking like a
Shit,
Cuban
you gonna
warrior.
go buy a humidor now.
He over here looking like an Italian mobster.
Damn sure.
Somebody said half raw meat is disgusting.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Oh Lord.
What is it that you want? It's not half raw meat. Will y'all stop that shit?
Karen said, "Does anybody know what happened to Katie calls it?"
You can cook a guy.
Oh, I know what happened.
You got back
Karen
into
said, "What
religion.
happened to Katie calls it?" I don't know.
What happened again?
I don't know
I
what
tell
happened.
you what.
Back into religion and said
Tamira is
said
one of
that
my
hell
frat
with-
brothers makes them. He
with,
eat hand rolls.
I went on Katie channel. She was painting herself green and shit. And I clicked off. She painted herself green. She was playing Super Mario Bros. I'm like, all right, I got you.
I went to a channel.
I said, look. I said, boy.
Bike or something.
I said, Mark got some people following him.
Mark got some characters, boy.
Like, she painted her whole shit green. She said, all right, y'all. I'm green. Let's play Super Mario.
We're green.
She painted herself like an avatar.
I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
Blue. Okay.
I'll talk shit. She love y'all. I'll talk shit. What the fuck she doing? Green and she got all the colors.
Nah, we don't do weed, Mike.
Nah.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
Nah, because the NFL would suspend us.
They ain't gonna spend me. I ain't got no job.
I don't do drugs. Sorry.
But this shit here though, I hope they don't test for this.
Tamira said y'all roasted. That's Vosh roasting Katie. We like Katie.
Well, Katie came out this bitch looking like a Power Ranger, boy. Katie came out. Katie look you in the face and smile the whole time. I ain't y'all about to paint myself green and shit. And she'll do it. And she'll paint herself green. She's like, all right, y'all, let's play Super Mario green.
Oh,
And she just
oh my God! I
and
can't
look,
breathe.
she'll play and look at y'all and be like, y'all see this shit?
No, what was the one where she went to sleep and had a live stream going
Oh,
Alright,
she had
y'all.
a channel that was
Yeah.
just a live stream
of
while
her
she's
sleeping?
Hey, y'all, I'm about to go.
Only
to
a
sleep.
female can do that.
Good night. No, females can't do this shit.
Only a female can
Somebody go
do a
find
live
her.
stream and go to sleep.
I'm gonna go find her.
Let me turn a live stream on while I'm sleeping. Wouldn't nobody look at that?
I
Y'all be
bet
like-
you. I
y'all
bet
be
you
like,
somebody
E2
go
is
find
retarded.
No, I bet you.
I bet Carol.
The way I
somebody-
snore, I guarantee you people would
Who's man?
just to listen to me.
Oh,
bet-
thoughts on Robert Quinn? Robert Quinn is gonna be a beast this year, y'all.
Somebody will watch you sleep though.
Vosh is low key a comedian,
Yeah.
but you can't put me and Vosh in the
Sure.
same room, bro. You can't do that. We both outrageous. Somebody said y'all gonna let DMV talk. They've been
motherfucker
doing that.
chilling,
They've been
chilling.
doing that all night, yo.
That motherfucker chilling.
DMV is just chill. Look at it. DMV is just like, yeah, cool.
Vosh be on that ooh wee when he at the crib.
This is some ooh wee shit. I'm ooh weeing right now.
That's what's up.
I'm ooh weeing.
Mhm.
Does Virginia even have medical? I don't know because I don't smoke, so I don't know.
I went to
No,
a
Virginia
barbecue
does.
festival in DC that they just had a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a restaurant called Giant that was.
I got you, Tamir.
That was sponsoring or whatever, and
Mhm.
motherfuckers just walking around the festival smoking weed and shit like. That's how y'all doing DC?
Who did it?
It was just some people smoking weed.
It's
at
legal,
the
but
barbecue
it's
festival.
not. See, this is what I don't understand. Like, it's legal, but it's not. You can't just be out here with a trunk full of. You gonna get locked up.
You can't distribute.
Right.
You can't distribute, but you can. I guess you can walk. I don't know. I'm at a barbecue festival, minding my business in DC.
I can't even stand.
I just see people walking
can't
around.
even stand the smell of weed, bro.
Yeah, it's just so.
I don't hate anybody that smokes weed. It's just not me, bro. Like I tried it one time. That's it. That's all I need.
You gonna need a roach clip, man. Wait,
I won't. This shit, alright, man. I'm enjoying.
You said you're gonna put 10 pounds on me, unless it's muscle, bro. I can't. I just lost about 15, so I can't.
We are
I can't
out of
do
gas.
that. I told you. Remember when you did it? I smelled it.
Dang. Yep. Looks like it's time to turn out the lights.
Tamir said, "What does Mark know about a roach clip?
Party's over. We ain't got no more light on. Goddamn stream.
We ain't got no light on the stream. So all right, well, I guess the lights out, party's over. Hey, look, thanks again, y'all, for coming through this chat, man. I appreciate y'all.
I didn't realize that thing put out that much light.
It did. It put out a lot of light. I appreciate everybody coming through the chat. All 62 of y'all, man. I'm feeling the love. I know it's late. Y'all probably want to party on a Friday night. But again, whatever y'all doing out here on this Friday night, this weekend, be safe. Y'all know 4th of July is next week. We are going to do videos. Voch going to do some. Michael Anthony Fitness, Mark Holmes, and DMV is back, y'all. What's up? What's up? DMV is back, bro. Yo, what you got to say, bro, about your channel, man?
Are you back? That motherfucker's so chill, he can't even plug his
serious.
He does. He's so chill. He can't even talk about it. He does his live streams on Wednesdays. Mark's got his, Monday and Friday. Voch is whenever
I drop.
Whenever he drops some new hot stuff every day. And your boy on Thursdays, unless I tell you otherwise.
He'll be trashing something.
But again, thanks again for you guys coming through the stream. I appreciate, especially because y'all were probably on Marks and y'all probably tired of us for tonight. But have a great Friday. Be safe out there. Don't get in trouble. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Well, first, any last thoughts from you guys before I end this? Any last thoughts, fellas?
The party's over.
All right, well, the party's over, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real.
Medium rare steaks.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming. Peace.
Thanks for joining me.
That was cool.